Hello there, YouTubes. How the devil are we all? I am very well, I thank you for asking. Now, it is my birthday. We're going to party like it's my birthday. By which I mean staying indoors, talking shit with people I've never met. That's, why would you need to do anything else on one's birthday, really? It's not as if the pubs are even fucking open, so what the hell else am I going to do? Anyway, what we're going to be looking at today, well, we tried to do a show last night, me and Christy, the Christy and Kibs Happy Hour. It was technically what I like to call a complete and utter clusterfuck, so I deleted it from my channel. I'm not having that bollocks up. So, that left me with a quandary which isn't remotely actually a quandary at all. I have a lot of bookmarks, which I was going to be using on that show, and in fact used some of them before it decided to, completely bollocks it all up. And we're going to have a look at them. I could just ignore them. I could have just gone, never mind, fuck it. But I collate them specifically to, to show you the world. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. It's basically a happy hour, but just me. So it's not really a happy hour at all. It's not canon, okay? It's not canon, this one. So yes, it's my birthday. I turned 33 today. If you wanted to give me a birthday present, go and subscribe to the History with Kev channel. That would be super awesome. If you want to give me a super duper present, links below to the PayPal, because the coronavirus has fucked me in terms of wages. So, if you could help out to the whole me not being impoverished and or homeless, that would be super awesome. No pressure though, but there is pressure to go and subscribe to the History with Kev channel. That is an unacceptable thing not to do, okay? So, go and do that. Or otherwise I'll literally nothing. There will be no repercussions whatsoever for you. But still, go and do that if you could. Anyway, how are we all? I'm very well indeed. Christy is a saint. She's tried technologically to pull me through. I'm not very good, but we're gonna get it sorted, okay? I will be able to host the Happy Hour on this channel at some point. I don't know when. We'll fix it, okay? People far less good than us are able to stream. Far less good than me. Christy can stream, so I don't know why I'm saying us there. Far more people, people far less worthwhile, can stream on this fucking hell site. I will be able to do so eventually as well. So we'll get it sorted. I had a little bit of a feeling sorry for myself after last night. I'll be honest. I was feeling down. But I thought, fuck it, YouTube's not something to be getting that bothered about. Who gives a fuck, Kev? Really? Who cares? And I discovered I don't really. Which is good. It's very good. Anyway, so, let's have a look at these fucking bookmarks, shall we? Right. People who watched last night's fucking shit show, will recognise certainly the first half of these, the ones I got through. But I'm going to go through them again. Because why not? It's not like I've got something productive or worthwhile to do. We start off with the infamous Stefan Molyneux, who I don't know if that means he's a Master of Arts or he's just in Massachusetts, but he has MA after his name. Either way, I feel sorry for both of those things being associated with shitbaggery of the likes of Stefan Molyneux. He says, not even his worst take, not even remotely his worst take, but still dreadful. Karen is an anti-white slur, which isn't true. And also the soy bimbification RP account, okay, says Stefan wants to speak to the manager of the globalist agenda, which is nice. Jacob Wohl, oh my god. The Arizona Attorney General is, quote, actively pursuing, unquote, Jacob Wohl, who has still not made any payments on a 2017 fine for misleading investors and violating securities law. He currently owes $43,000. So, Jacob, you're probably going to jail, mate, where you belong. Karen Gillan, just a funny one. I want to speak to your manager. Leaning into the Karen thing. That's the thing, Stefan. When you resist in that way, you look a prick. So, good for her. Bill Mitchell, fucking mental American right-winger, says, 3 of the most dangerous slogans of the past 100 years. Now, the first one, I'm totally in agreement with him on, okay? Heil Hitler is a very dangerous slogan from the past century. Have to completely, hands down, agree with him there. Goes a little bit off the rails with the second and third, though. So comparing to Heil Hitler, the salutation phrase for Adolf Hitler, who was and is the very acme of evil. He's almost a byword for fucking evil and tyranny, and mass murder and genocide and all of that shit. Perfectly understandably why. It's perfectly understandable why that's the case, and it's correct that that is the case. Because he did atrocious things, which mark him down as one of the most evil human beings who has ever lived and ever will live. Compared to that, he's put hope and change. So giving people healthcare is as bad as the Holocaust? Don't think so. And flatten the curve. Again, trying to keep people alive. As bad as Hitler, who did the exact opposite of that. Yeah. Moving on. Graham Linehan. The one thing that transphobic piece of garbage Graham Linehan ever got right was that Gamergate was a pile of bollocks. Apparently he's not quite so convinced by that anymore. Says he's got a lot of revised feelings about Gamergate. It's almost as if he's a misogynist piece of shit. Very strange. Moving. Oh no! Oh, what did I press? It's gone right back to the top. Oh, wank. Right, so I'm going to scroll back now. Give me half hour. I'll get there. What did I press? I pressed something. Page down, maybe, or something. I don't know. Anyway, it wouldn't be a Kevin Logan stream without really fucking embarrassingly elementary technological fuck-ups. So that's a thing. Where are we? Come on. Sneak previews here of all the bits and pieces we've got for you. I say we, again, it's just me. This is not canon. Although, for this technological fuckery, I should be shot out of a cannon. See what I did? That's the two different meanings of canon. And spellings. Oh, come on now. Fuck's sake. Where are we? Why have I got so many? Right, so yeah, okay, this prick. Right, transphobic garbage. Right. This one I didn't even... Thinking cat neonormy. I don't know why I saved this, but I'll just read it anyway. Hashtag not all Karens. Such Karen natural hatred. I thought you were beyond racists stuff, Kev. Tut. X Googleplex. Just had a picture of a cat and some funniness, so I bookmarked that. I haven't even been drunk, so I don't even know. I don't know, but that's the thing. This was just cute. Catterday. The villagers all came to pay homage to the great and powerful Snowball. Luckily, she's a heavy sleeper. Now, this is not only cute, but reminds me of what I do with Rory cats. I play a thing called Rory Buckaroo, where I put things on him until he moves, and then knocks them all off. And then often we'll end up lying basically back on top of the pile of things he's just knocked off himself. He's a silly cat. Boris Johnson, yeah, just more fuckery, more lies. Just really pointless lies. Well, they put this image out. Why couldn't they have just faked an image from now if they were just going to fake something? They put this image out basically saying, look how stressed the Prime Minister is. He's working so hard. Oh my God, he's really... And it's a picture from 2002. Obviously. You can see, even though you can't see much of his face, you can see he's a lot younger there. I would say about 18 years younger, because that's how long ago that picture was taken. He's called the quartering because he only uses 25% of his brain. Top stuff from anti-social media. Go and subscribe to them forthwith. The volatile mermaid. Maybe if we start calling COVID-19 healthcare, the GOP will actually try to prevent us from getting it. It's another good lie. That's the bit where, if this was canon, Christie would laugh at that, because she did. I remember specifically she laughed at that. Anyway, and this one. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. My brother likes small butts and cannot tell the truth. We each guard a door. One leads to the biggest of butts, the other to certain death. Solve ye now the dilemma of Mix-a-Lot. That's just funny. If you don't find that funny, I wouldn't say we're mortal enemies, but I'll be slightly annoyed at you on the internet enemies, which is very similar in many respects. Another example here, in Britain we often are slightly behind American trends of dumb fuckery, and we often get knocked down like pound store or dollar store, whatever, versions of that. And such is the case with your open up the state or open up the country rallies of right-wing gammonistas being gammony as fuck. I mean, look at these absolute turds. Including, bizarrely, Jeremy Corbyn's brother, who is, I might have bookmarked a thing later on in this, I can't remember, even though I've just scrolled through them again. Who's a right-wing twat, which is bizarre because his brother's obviously quite left-wing. But yeah, Jeremy Corbyn's brother going on about 5G masts causing COVID, which isn't true. But I did like one telecoms company reacted to some 5G bullshit on the internet with just responding to 5G is actually good for you because you'll be able to download your conspiracy theory videos much quicker. So I don't mind a snarky corporate account, even though it's still corporate obviously, but you can have some fun with it, whatevs. Yeah, this was just on more shit. I'm not even going to bother going through it. But yeah, just more gammon trash. This is the American version of gammon, and with the stupidity. It's a picture of a woman wearing scrubs saying "nurses for opening," and you can tell it's legit because of the handwritten RN note. Because apparently that's how hospitals operate. It's all handwritten name tags and stuff. And it says, this person says, "Girl, if you're going to impersonate a nurse, at least put the scrubs through the wash once first." Fair point. If you've got the crease marks of it blatantly just coming out of a plastic, package, yeah, that's kind of stolen valor in many respects. Shameful. This was amazing. A disgusting story in many respects, but an amazing headline. Just drink this in for a second. This is an old story from 2017, but it popped up on my Facebook, and I thought, this is just, you have my attention. You have my undivided attention with a sentence like this. Woman rode motorbike naked, got fingered in the street, and punched a blind man. I'll read that again for you. Woman rode motorbike naked, got fingered in the street, and punched a blind man. Now, I don't know why any of those three things is even happening. Why? It doesn't matter. But individually, all of those things would be enough for me to go, you know what, I'm clicking on this link. You put three of those in, you have my absolute undivided attention. Amazing. And disgusting, all at once. Yeah, more lies and fuckery. The UK government, and this is from a few days ago, so it's considerably more than this, I imagine now. But the death toll is thought to be here in Britain from COVID over 50,000 now. The official number is about half that, which shows you how much you cannot fucking trust the Boris Johnson government to tell you the truth about fucking anything. Disgusting. Also, Mike Carlson is probably Britain's foremost American sports expert, even though he's not from Britain, he's actually American, but he lives here, so... yeah, this was amazing. A dude here mansplaining female masturbation to a woman. Fingers, vibrators. Yeah. Apparently this dude seems to think he knows more about this woman's bits and proclivities to when touching them to the woman herself. Which, I mean, if she's getting through 2 vibrators because of the COVID lockdown, she's probably experienced enough that she knows what she likes. Not really. It seems a bit strange that you would then jump in and tell her otherwise. Coffin, just talking shit about not voting for Biden and how he doesn't have to defend himself. Well, you did say you were definitely going to vote for him. Why would anyone trust you when you're talking shit? Anyway, talking shit, Elon Musk. Again, an old one, but still worth... It popped up, so I thought, fuck it, I'm bookmarking this. Marx was a capitalist. He even wrote a book about it. For anyone who doesn't know, he wrote a book called Capital. But, yeah, he wasn't, like, pro-capitalism? Elon? You fucking idiot. And, of course, again, worth reminding everyone that apartheid, blood, diamond money and emerald money is the only reason that Elon Musk isn't just seen as a dickhead. because he's a rich man at other people's expense. More Tory fuckery, the ridiculous underfunding of the NHS. They're really scummy. They're unbelievably scummy. All they want to do is clap for nurses, which is, I mean, ironic considering many of the people who've gone about virtue signalling voted for these arseholes, but yet these arseholes just want to virtue signal and not actually pay nurses and doctors and stuff for the amazing job they do. So, T1J, again a great YouTuber, please go and subscribe to them, says, I'm at least 75% sure I'm going to ultimately move away from the USA. People probably still racist, but they probably won't shoot me while I'm jogging. Yeah. To which I responded with, you can come here, you'll be very much welcome in Britain. And we even have a place called Birmingham as well, so because he's another person called Kevin from Birmingham. A different one, the one in Alabama, not England, but yeah, and you probably won't get shot here because people don't have guns, and surprisingly that leads to a hugely decreased number of deaths, especially gun deaths. Yeah. This is another thing, racists, because of the fuck's sake, Ahmaud Arbery killing, because they're so desperate to use the N-word, right, the hard R N-word, they replace it with other things, and so they've decided that joggers is a thing that they're going to describe black people as in lieu of the N-word, because they know they can't really get away with that. So if you see them talking about joggers, that's what they're talking about. This is amazing. Yeah, I'll just show you these. I'm not going to bother reading through them. But basically, Sticks Economer wants to commit genocide against socialists and communists, apparently. He literally says that I'm talking about mass murder, not war. And here, this is amazing. This was just a juxtaposition to, oh, he's the hard man, he's this, that, and the other. He got trapped in Amsterdam. He said he didn't know how to leave because he couldn't speak Dutch. And, I mean, just, you're already on the internet. Google it, you twat. If you can go on Twitter, you can go on Google and look for a map and walk to the place you need to go to. And secondly, it's Amsterdam. Most people will speak English. It's not like America and England, where because we speak English and everyone else speaks English, we don't need to learn foreign languages. The Dutch have realised that very few people outside of Holland, or outside of the Netherlands, speak Dutch, so they learn other languages. You fucking idiot. What an ignorant twat. Anyway, so that's a thing. This was incredible, yeah. The Simpsons episode, the Toys R Us. Basically, that's just the setup, right? He reverses the Toys R Us R around, which is something I wanted to do as a kid because it annoyed me. Anyway, this was quite funny. The Millhouse face there. It says they're haunted by the Millhouse face. Where are we? And the reason that they were haunted by that, because it was actually based on this image, which was of a Frenchman watching Nazis march through Paris in 1940. Which is, I mean, what a deep cut reference that is. Like, The Simpsons is fucking mad for its, like, amazing references and things. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hate Twitter so much. There we go, right. So that's, the Simpsons with an amazingly deep cut reference to 1940s Paris. Anyway. This was quite fun. This even went out on Fox News. Amazing. People around, German citizens were polled by YouGov. And the greatest threat to world peace. They had Xi Jinping, the president of China, at 7%, Vladimir Putin, 8%, Ali Khamenei, 8%, Kim Jong-un, 17%, Donald Trump, 41%. Yeah, he is the largest threat to world peace, there's no doubt about it. This person says, white women get so mad at being called Karen, Lamau. Imagine how mad they would get if they were victims of actual racism. Fair. This we'll get to that in a second. Elon Musk saying take the red pill, and then Ivanka Trump says taken. Just the very next one. To which Lily Wachowski, who is one of the trans people who actually created the Matrix film and therefore understands it, says, "Fuck both of you." Imagine how badly you will have had to have interpreted the meaning of "take the red pill" in order for literally one of the two people who made the movie to say "go fuck yourself." That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyway, so I just thought I'd bring that. And as if these two fucking dickheads even understand what "take the red pill" means in any context. Dickheads. Just take a drink for a second. See, I don't usually get so dry mouthed on the happy hour because I can take a drink while Christy's talking, which he does all the time. I can barely get a word in edgeways on that show. That's a joke. The same people who argue that Ahmaud Arbery should have followed the instructions of two strangers while in the street are also losing their shit because the greeter at Costco nicely asked them to wear a mask. Or to wear masks. Yeah, it's fair. Fair point. This was just an amazing image. This power line happened to be laid straight through the skull of an Anglo-Saxon woman buried in a previously undiscovered 6th century graveyard. What are the odds? They didn't know there was a graveyard there from the 6th century and they put a pipeline and it went straight through this dead woman's body. What the fuck? What an image that is. I mean, seriously, what are the chances? There you go. Some more Ben Garrison nonsense. I don't even 9/11 lies. Apparently, he thinks that Donald Trump believes in the 9/11 conspiracy. And also, tilting at windmills. Please learn what that phrase actually means. It's not the positive you seem to think it is, Ben. You fucking idiot. Yeah. Oh God. Quite rightly, the Democratic Marxist says, the right wing can't meme. This is from Sargon's Facebook account. Or Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, sorry. What seems new is actually very old. Because apparently Ocasio-Cortez is the same as Karl Marx, literally, apparently. I mean, all I'll say is, if that is true, the left's ability at growing facial hair has gotten worse over time. I mean, look at the fine array of facial hair. Nothing! It's like they're not even trying. Oh yeah, and Sargnovicad's an idiot. And a liar. Yeah, this was just amazing. Right. Imagine how a normal human would be standing based on the cropped version, and then open it up. Your mind will be blown. Just give that a second to load up. There. That's the stance he went with. What a fucking weirdo. He looks like the Grinch snatching Christmas from her tiny hands. Basically, yes. Yeah. That's absolutely correct. Where are we? Yeah, this is the Karen final boss has been found, people. And it's this person, whoever left this note for it says, "Dear neighbour." I don't know why that's in quotation marks. And you can tell it's American because there's no U. I don't know why it's in quotation marks anyway. You just moved into the neighbourhood a year ago. Well, they're a neighbour then, aren't they? So why is it in quotation marks, you idiot? And I wanted to give you time to correct this problem on your own. But you are apparently too inconsiderate to do so. Every day this week, when weather has been nice and windows are open, you proceed to let your small child run free in your backyard and laugh and giggle, and carry on without end. This is very disruptive to my 2 dogs and my bird, who sits next to the window and likes to look into the yard. What? Perhaps you could ask him to tone it down a bit. Or at least limit him outside to 15 to 20 minutes a day. Look, it's a fucking prison. Jesus. Anyway. Outside to 15 to 20 minutes a day so my dogs can be outside without seeing him running around. What the fuck kind of dogs are these? They're like scared of the little kids. Dogs love it when there are kids about. What the fuck is wrong with this person? If this kind of behaviour persists, I will call the police. you going to tell the police when you ring up? This woman is allowing her child to play in her own garden. What the fuck? I don't know where to begin with the nonsense. I want to listen to the phone call that this person makes to the police. Hello there, policeman. I'd like to report a crime. Well, that sounds very serious, madam. Like, how can I help? It's a little child running around in their own garden, but perfectly legally. Oh, so I'll probably come and arrest you for wasting police time then? Oh, bollocks. Something like that, I imagine, is how it goes down. Probably not bollocks, because it's America, isn't it? That phrase wouldn't make any cultural sense at all. This is incredible. Again, America, obviously. 2 men in Virginia wore watermelons on their head to shoplift alcohol from a gas station. Yes, watermelons. Moving on. Donald Trump. Oh my God. Wow. The President of the United States tweeted this out. Full stop, for some reason. At Fox News is no longer the same. We miss the great Roger Ailes. You have more anti-Trump people by far than ever before. Looking for a new outlet. You're never going to get a more Trump outlet than that, Donald, ever. And then Jeremy responds with this. Jeremy Barr, I don't know who that is, but anyway. He says, in the 2 hours prior to this, he tweeted 4 straight clips of Fox News host Mark Levin and a book promo for Fox News host Pete Hegseth. Don't buy it. Yeah, it's nonsense. This is, as someone pointed out, it's like an abusive relationship thing where any form of resistance has to be clamped down upon. That's what Donald's annoyed that there is the occasional voice they don't like. That he doesn't like. In the same way that, like, so what if they've got some anti-Trump people on there? Like, you don't have to watch, you fucking prick. You could do your job. This one, I feel called out by this one. It says, this is for a cat account. It says, gotta leave the room just to yawn so I don't have to hear Dad go, oh, big yawn. This house is a prison. That could have been sent by Rory Cats. Moving on. Yeah, this is, the roller coaster that is my end of the happy hour. This is basically a summing up of the right wing's attitude to things. It says, these aren't concentration camps, don't be hyperbolic. And then below, this is tyranny. Yep, that's white privilege for you. The Volatile Mermaid says, when I saw Roger Ailes trending, I hoped it was because he had died again. Disavowed. Yeah, this was quite nice. Jacinda Ardern, most popular PM in the country, in a century, according to Reuters. A poll, but broadcast, printed out there, whatever, by Reuters. Yeah, I just thought I would bring that to you. You know, someone who actually did their job responsibly as a leader of a country and saved lots of their citizens' lives. Any New Zealanders watching, I'm not going to comment on the policies of Jacinda Ardern internally because I don't know a lot about it, but I know she's handled COVID pretty fucking well. Hence why she's quite popular. Lord Sugar says, taxing the rich. Ooh, I've pressed it. It's delete. If I press delete, it goes back to the top for no reason. Stop pressing it then, Kev. It's an accident. Shut up. There we go. Oh, we're nearly at the top then. Cool. Lord Sugar, who's a rich prick, says, taxing the rich won't help UK get over coronavirus. And then Kieran Hurley summed up with, next up, vaccine won't help prevent coronavirus, says coronavirus. Yeah. Donald Trump takes hydrochloroquine. He doesn't really. It's a sugar pill, I'm absolutely certain of that. But he says, Fox News on hydroxychloroquine, chloroquine, I can never say it, in the last 2 days. Neil Cavuto, it'll kill you. Laura Ingraham, take it. Which sounds a bit sexy, actually, thinking about it, but there we go. This was a thing that was, again, on Fox News. Rubin says he's considering leaving the LA area. Who gives a fuck? Dave, leave if you want to, mate. Dave, you could die tomorrow and the LA area would be totally untouched. No one would care. Outside of your immediate circle, I suppose. But the city itself, I think, would survive. No one gives a fuck that you're... Not just that, it's not even news, because he's considering. Doubly who gives a fuck? Narcissistic prick. Prison Paul, so Paul Joseph Watson, used to update us frequently on the coronavirus situation in Russia, but then in late March, he just stopped doing it for some reason. It's because they've got a huge number of cases and deaths. And he can't use that to suck Vladimir Putin's dick, which is, shame, I suppose. Paul Joseph Watson says, New York seems to have become the global leader in cringe. So which anti-social media, again go and subscribe, says, sitting in these circles is the cringiest way to stay safe. Paul Joseph Watson, Mum's Basement, London. Correct. And it just goes to show the right wing again, A, can't meme, and B, they just, the word cringe means anything they want now. Why is that remotely cringe? Ridiculous. If I stare in long enough, human will feed me. That's the law, right? That is the law, Nelly. Correct. Elon Musk says, cancel culture. Dave Rubin responds with, let's chat. Vadim, again, fantastic YouTuber, go and subscribe, says, can't wait to see the two least cancelled people of all time having a chat about cancel culture. Indeed. This is, your Blair White apparently was being racist or something. Well, I'm not surprised, whatever. Ricky Gervais says, keep up the great work, you're an important, fearless voice. That's from 2019, though, so before the recent shit. And the search is right, like fine wine, Ricky. Indeed, it has aged superbly. So, yeah. That's that. Transition. Back to the cat pictures. There we go. God, I'm good. I'm so good. So, how did everyone enjoy that? Did anyone give a fuck? Is this still even on? Is this a thing? Elon is a rich idiot. That is true. Where are we? This is the best place outside of Indonesia to get Indonesian food. I didn't know that about the Netherlands. Apparently the live chat here is lagged like fuck. But, yeah. Okay. Where are we at? Does anyone have any questions? If not, I'll just leave. I've got better things to do. That's not true. That's definitely not true. Where are we? I don't know. Apparently my laugh is amazing. Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna refresh the page because it's annoying me, frankly. I want to get the recent comments. Doesn't make fucking sense not to. Yeah, so it's my birthday. Yeah, like I said, if you wanted to go and give me all of your money, not some of your money, all of it. No, I'm only joking. Seriously, only give A, what you can afford, and B, if you can afford anything. PayPal and Patreon links are in the description. They help me avoid starvation, which is important, I find. Or have found. Maybe it won't be in the future. Maybe starvation will be a good thing. There's nihilism for you. Fuck, Anyway, Mike Balla asks, which is worse, Joe Rogan or Dave Rubin? Oh, wow. Who's that's wow, okay. There's so much at play with the dynamic of Rubin versus Rogan. It depends. It really does depend on whether we're judging this on general awfulness or honesty. Because, like, I think Rogan believes worse things. Because, frankly, I'm not entirely sure what Dave Rubin even does believe anymore. But at least Joe Rogan's honest. Like, he's a fucking idiot who believes fucking right-wing conspiracy bullshit. But at least I can genuinely believe that he's being sincere, which is important. Like, I prefer someone say an awful thing sincerely than a slightly less awful thing insincerely. Do you know what I mean? Like, at least then you can actually genuinely judge the person, rather than the slightly less awful fake version of this other person. So I'll go Rubin just because of the dishonesty. Look, it's impossible to get a handle on exactly who or what Dave Rubin even is anymore, because it's all bollocks. He's just a liar from start to finish. You know he's a bought and paid for shill. Whereas Rogan is a dick who believes awful shit. And actually, I mean, oh God, I nearly bookmarked the thing actually this week, because, you know, Joe Rogan believes in the Obamagate bullshit, which isn't even really a thing, but whatever. And someone pointed out that you know, this was the same guy that Bernie Sanders had refused to say, like, to rebuff the fact that he was going to potentially vote for him in the primary, right? Which is ridiculous, because he obviously wasn't ever going to vote for Sanders in the general election. Had it come to that, he might not have voted for Trump, I don't know, but I very much doubt he would have voted for Sanders. And again, not that it would matter, he lives in California, but whatever. Yeah, and someone pointed out this is the guy that Bernie Sanders, like, refused to denounce. It's not great. It's not a great look, man. Bernie let himself down with that shit. I didn't bookmark it in the end because I just thought there's no point, really. Like, it's a dead story. The campaign's over. Who cares? But there you go. Yeah, as Bunny in the Box points out, Rubin is so much more pathetic. That's the point, isn't it? It's not that he's necessarily a worse person, because I don't really know what person he is anymore, but he's way more pathetic. Like, you see him trying to kiss up to fucking Elon Musk. Like, oh God. Like, you're a jumped up Young Turks reject. Just get over yourself and shut up. Burn this book. I'm reading that, by the way. I'm going to do... I don't know if I'm going to just do one video or cut it up into a few of talking about Rubin's book, because it's amazing. It's called Don't Burn This Book. I wouldn't waste fire on his fucking book. It would be a waste of the ability to create fire to bother burning his god-awful shit streak of a book. The dedication, you can tell he's been talking about writing this book for fucking years. And you can tell he's put A, very little effort into it, and B, that he started it so long ago, because the dedications page is literally just dedicated to Ben Affleck, based entirely upon the now very dead meme of the right wing taking the piss out of him because he went on the Bill Maher show and was going about how they were being racist against Muslims and how that was gross or whatever. So that's how long ago, and he didn't bother to revise it and put a new meme person in there. I mean, why didn't he go really retro and just say Big Red? Fucking hell. And, yeah, oh God, imagine this. Dave Rubin is a man who described himself as a comedian, even though he doesn't do comedy. He did at one point, though, apparently. Anyway, and he literally used... Oh God, this is genuinely true. In one of the chapters, one of the early chapters, I forget which, he describes... he starts off with... the left being in denial, and he literally uses what I think is the oldest and shittest joke ever, which is, denial is not just a river in Egypt. Dave Rubin, the self-titled, self-described comedian, said, denial is not just a river in Egypt. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to fucking begin with how pathetic a human being you have to be. That's the word. Who said it in the chat? Bunny in the Box. The absolute word to describe Dave Rubin is pathetic. He's a shameful character. He really is. Like, I thought he'd bottomed out by doing PragerU videos, and then I read his book, and it's worse. It's worse than a PragerU video, which again would be sort of impressive in a way, but is again just pathetic. Yeah, that joke should be a war crime. Correct. Correct. Anyway. Yes, so hello to everyone in the chat, by the way. Did we have any more questions or comments or anything? Are you a Brummie or Black Country? I am a Brummie. And I should explain, when he says Black Country, he's not being racist there. There's a place not far from Birmingham called the Black Country, which apparently is in reference to back in the industrial era. It was a very, very industrial part of the world, as indeed Birmingham was. But anyway, because of all the soot from the coal fire factories and stuff, everything was covered in like black soot, so it was known as the Black Country. But no, I'm not from there, I'm from Birmingham. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, but I like the Lenny Henry joke, which again itself is strange. But back when Lenny Henry was funny, he he said the reason that so many West Indian people, Jamaican people, and people from the Caribbean settled in the Black Country was because they were driving past and they saw the sign that said "Welcome to the Black Country," and they said, "What is this? The Queen has put aside some land for us already? Unpack the dominoes," which is very, very funny. He was a genuinely quite a funny guy back in the day. But there we go. Oh, I see Rory Katz in the chat. Actually, it's not Rory Katz. It's a human pretending to be Rory Katz. I see through your fucking ruse. Anyway, yeah. Wait. Will you clean my litter box? You are not Rory Katz. Yeah, I know for a fact you're not Rory Katz. So I'm not even going to answer as if you are. Human. Yam yams. Yes, people from the Black Country are referred to by yam yam, because instead of saying you, they say yam. Yam going down the shops, instead of are you going down the shops or something like that. Yeah. Kevin, I have not been here in a couple of years. Why did you take down your videos? I had to mothball my channel because Nazis came after me, but I'm going to be releasing the videos as and when I can be bothered, frankly. But yeah, so they'll be back. Why haven't you been here for a couple of years? Disgraceful. Anyway, special note to that amazing West Indian accent. Yeah, I was sort of sceptical as to whether to do the West Indian accent, but that's sort of part of the bit. So anyway, but it was a terrible attempt anyway because I can't do accents. Which is luckily I've got a French cat. Otherwise, I'd have to do the French accent, and that wouldn't work out very well for anyone. The real Rory Katz just left. I dare say I doubt Rory Katz has left a present for me in the litter box. I've had like the doors open all day because it's been so hot here. Oh my god, it's been warm. Actually, it hasn't been that warm. It's just because it's like one of the first hot days of the year. You're like, oh my god, I'm sweating. But it's been hot enough that I just leave the door open. So I presume he's been shitting outside. Assuming he's had a shit. I don't know. He could be bound up. I don't ask. Wasn't it TERFs the last time you offended Glinner? They got a couple of things, but I got those drugs rescinded, and then the Nazis came after me, and yeah, and it was like the Andy and Go, one of the Andy and Go videos got struck, and one of the Sarkeesian Effect documentary remix things, the Kurt Logan remix, got struck down. So yeah. So I presume it was Nazis / MRAs. Not that there's a great deal of difference between those two things. Anyway, so that's that. Is there anything else? No. Okay. Basically, I'm going to leave it. Thank you all for your listenings and your watchings, keeping me company at a social distance appropriate situation on my birthday. I mean, I would sip Bacardi like it's my birthday, but Bacardi is anus, which you might be into, but I don't know. But I'm not in the mood. I can't get through a single show without saying penis or anus. I think I might be very child. I'm now 33. Well, actually, technically, I wasn't born till just gone 11 p.m. On the 21st of May, 1987. God, it's so annoying filling in online forms now because you have to scroll down for the year. I never used to have to scroll down for the year, but there you go. Yeah, so I'm about to turn 33, whatever, and yeah, the same age that Jesus was killed. So if history repeats itself and I am crucified this year, you will know I am the Son of God, / 1/3 of God, or something. The Trinity's a thing, isn't it? Shouldn't be. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but it's a thing. Where are we? Why am I reading the chat still? I'm just trying to say goodbye. Fucking hell. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honour. Mainly a pleasure from your perspective, and mainly an honour from your perspective. It's been a chore for me, if I'm honest. No, I'm only joking. I will get the problem sorted on my shitty computer. I think it's possibly a processing issue, so I'll just get rid of some old editing software or whatever, and I'll be able to stream properly, and we'll be back with a happy hour or something. And yeah, until I see you next time, take care of yourselves, and pip pip.